Hi, everyone. Amanda Ring here from Seven Feathers Healing Arts. Welcome to my virtual space. And I don't want to take up too much time talking about necessarily who I am, what my background is, and all that. If you're interested in connecting with me and learning more about me and my offerings, please visit my website. It's listed below in the comments, amanda-ring.com. And you can look me up on Facebook and Instagram, Seven Feathers Healing Arts with Amanda Ring. So you're welcome to check that out. I'm showing up today to offer a free practice that to support you right now and anytime, but particularly right now as we are in such in unique circumstances in our personal lives and our collective human life. So I work as a coach and a healer, and I speak a lot about energy. And whether you have any understanding of the energy body, energy itself, or whether you do or not, it doesn't matter for this practice because you will feel the difference. So much of actually what I share and we in the energy world experience with energy is that, and it's an experience, it's a sensing and felt thing. So you don't have to understand it cognitively, you don't have to be well versed in it to appreciate and feel the benefit of this practice. So right now what I'm going to share is a short, simple practice that can help you with your energy hygiene. So just like our emotions and our physical health, we need to take care of our energetic health, and they're all connected, and you will start to notice that more and become aware of that if that is something you're exploring in your own personal path or your personal growth. So as we are in more confined spaces with others, we likely going to need this more. Something you can do with family, with your kids, if you have children, and you can totally do it by yourself and do it every day if need be. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is activate the body, and we're going to do that by movement. So I just want you to start actively shaking and moving the body. Let yourself jump up and down, shake your legs, hands, arms, hips. Let your head swing, shake everything. We want to activate the physical body, and the etheric body is connected to it. Stop your feet, run in circles, shake, move your body, get it all stimulated and activated. Okay. So now, as you allow your breath and your body just to find itself again, calming down, standing with your feet a little bit hip distance apart, with soft knees, soft legs. There's no need for rigidness here. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine this red, deep red cord from the base of your spine that goes all the way down through wherever you're standing and all the way down into the great Earth Mother, connecting you to the Earth Star and further down into the core of the planet. And then bring your awareness and energy to the crown of the head and noticing a luminous silvery white cord that extends from the crown at the top of your head all the way through the cloud structures, the sky structures, and through into the galaxy, into the universe. And this is our universal cord. So you are connected to both nourishing you and nurturing you at all times. And now, taking a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Maybe another little wiggle. 2 more. And again. Good. And take your hands in front of you and rub your hands together to create some heat. Clap them. Share something one of my teachers once said that she was shared with one of her yogic teachers, was that the left hand is your your past and the right hand is your future. And when you're clapping and in devotion or in celebration, that you're helping your karma get worked out in the present. I just love that. So rubbing that all together because we're working through a lot right now. And just relax the shoulders and have your hands so that they're just a few inches apart and soft, almost in a cupped kind of manner. Soft fingers. Fingers can be together. And close your eyes with softened knees. You can do this sitting down, so you can do that movement that we did at the beginning from sitting and stomping your legs and wiggling your hips and arms and legs, just being mindful of your body's needs. I want you to pay attention and be quiet for a moment. Pay attention to what you feel in between your palms and in between your hands. And I want you to gently bring the palms a little closer together and then a little bit apart. Imagining as if there was a spongy ball in between your hands, but you're not bringing your hands to actually touch. It's okay if you don't feel that straight away. You're waking up the chakras in the hands, and we're starting to feel energy. So if there's a sponginess or a heat or it feels like there's some kind of a form there, great. And if not, just keep practicing that. That's okay too. Now, I want you to bring your hands to the body, and I just want you to start sweeping the body off towards the earth. Everything in a downward motion, and you can even, as if your hands were like little magnets, and collecting up all this debris that you've been carrying, get the back of the shoulders, top of the shoulders down, and flick it off to the earth. Down the front of the chest, the hips, and you come to the backs of the legs. And you can just toss it down towards the earth. So what we are asking for is that this energy that's connected to our physical body, that it is taken down and transformed, reabsorbed through the earth plane, the energetic earth plane, through the etheric realms of the earth plane, that it gets reabsorbed and reused. So this excess, any fragmented energy, any excess that's pooling in different parts of the body. So particularly get to the backs of the knees. The legs are very connected to the root chakra, Muladhara chakra, and the backs of the knees hold a lot of fear. They often hold fear connected to family and to moving forward. And a lot of people came to an abrupt halt with what's going on. And the calves, so we have a fear of moving forward, but we know we can't go back. There's all of that happening. Go to the ankles. Take that off of the ankles. The ankles and the wrists particularly hold energy of bondage or being bound to something. It can be your own idea. It can also be a relationship and expectation. It can be karmic. It can be ancestral. So just, again, removing that off. Hips. Go from the under the arms. It's very connected to the heart chakra. Arms connected to the heart chakra. So we want to remove excess energy, that grief that's pooling, that confusion, that loss, that feeling of rejection that we may be experiencing. Come to the back, the upper chest, the upper back, pulling off the energy there. Down to the earth mother. Come down to the sides of the ribs, down the side. Draw all of that off. Around the front of the forehead, the eyes and the third eye space. You want to do the mouth and the cheeks and the face and the ears, the back of the neck, the head, everything down. Okay, and then come back to a standing. Just allow, if you did that quite vigorously, allow your breath and your body to settle again. Awareness of your feet, awareness of your legs, awareness of your spine, maybe even tilting your pelvis a little bit, so that instead of being in an arched position, the tailbone's going slightly downward and connecting towards the earth. Connecting that rooting down feeling. A nice big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and again. Power of 3. Wonderful. Now we're going to do that practice again, but this time, instead of actually touching the body, you're going to come maybe like half an inch or an inch away from the body. So not touching the body, you're going to come into our etheric field a little more. So if you want to reconnect to that sensation in your hands, rub your hands again, give them a little clap, work out some of that karma, and then bring the hands so that you can feel that active energy, a little buzzing or a heat or an awareness. It's okay even if you don't. Don't let that stop you. And now, taking with a little less zeal and more mindfulness, taking your hands over the bodies, maybe starting at the shoulders and start wherever you like, and sweeping down and imagining that the hands are like little magnets, and it's collecting all of that excess anxiety and pressure and tension and taking that down. So you're sweeping the etheric body and gently releasing it. Sweeping down the fronts of the body, both legs, backs of the legs, the inside of the legs, and just toss it off. Let it go. Outside, under the arms, around the back. And I like to do with this one too, just so you can feel like you really actively are getting the back side of the body. You could do this right from the beginning, is imagine that your fingers are growing really long or turning into feathers, or turning into, your hands are like big fans. These feathers are traditionally used in cleansing ceremonies and rituals across many nations and ancestries and practices. So then you can come all around the back side of the body as if, so I'm not touching my body, I'm just an inch or so away, as if these big feathery fans are sweeping this all away. So if there's a body part that's particularly vulnerable and sensitive that you hold your tension or that you hold chronic pain in, or if things are showing up that haven't showed up for a while, spend a little extra time lovingly clearing that out. Use your visualization skills and feel as if, you're drawing that out and then you're releasing it, drawing it out and releasing. Make sure you're getting the back of the head, all around the ears. I even encourage you to pause at the ears. We are taking in so much information, reading so much, hearing so much, listening to each other, and all of that is wonderful, and yet it can be completely overwhelming and taxing. The ear chakras are connected to the third eye space, so we want to be able to see through the illusions of things and the overwhelm of things, and be able to have our inner seer and our higher self bring perspective in. And so we just then, once you've stayed at the ears for a while, imagine there's a whole lot that's come out and collected. You can cup your hands and gently draw that energy off, send it down to the Earth Mother, as if her hands are just waiting there to take it from you and take care of it. You can do the same with your eyes and your third eye space. Okay. And so then just bring your feet, again, if they've shifted, just under your hips, under the hip bones. And then we're going to take our arms with a little bend in the knees, big breath in. If you're sitting, just do the arms. Brings the hands together as you exhale through the nose to Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. And then we're going to open into lotus, where we keep the baby finger and that side of the hand together, and the thumbs together, and the base of the palms together. And we open up the rest of the fingers, and we just let that rest as this is an open lotus. This is a lotus mudra that we're now receiving as we've cleansed, we've activated and cleansed off all that excess energy. We're inviting in the divine love and support of the universe to fill our cup. We're inviting in understanding, patience, and compassion to fill our cup. Taking a nice deep breath in here, slowly out through the nose this time. Letting everything soften. And then gently bring your hands together and allow your fingers to roll down each other as if this is the seed of the lotus. And you're anchoring it down, the roots into the earth, and then turn your palms and just stand here for a moment. Feeling that sense of lightness and groundedness at the same time. Thank you for your sharing in this practice. Use it as many times as you need, and share it if you wish with others. It's an offering from my heart to yours, and take good care of you. Namaste.